Hi guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, and I have some fun videos for you. So guys, today is Small Business Saturday, and as the owner of a micro business, aka team of one, party of one, Lelasophia Jewelry, my fine jewelry line, I thought we'd do a fun little special, very off day. My days are normally Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, but we're gonna actually release this on Small Business Saturday, so I'm gonna give you guys my 5 favorite either gifting to yourself or for somebody else picks from Lelasophia Jewelry. But first and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Lelasophia Jewelry. I put out videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and so I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, first of all, I did a little fun background. It's not done yet, so don't judge, but stay tuned for my vlog where I'm going to show you, let's see if I can show you a cute my little olive tree turned Christmas tree. I thought it was like genius and totally unique for coming up with that idea, and then turns out it's a whole thing. But it's okay. I tried to think of something really special and really fun and very me. I have 5 more ornaments coming and a little tree topper that we're gonna see if it's too heavy or not. So anyway, stay tuned for that in the vlog. And I figured I'd give you guys a little sneak preview of it, so I wanted to sit here, be very festive. And let's go over some of my favorite pieces. I'm so sorry, the sun is kind of coming in a tiny little bit. Let's see if it actually ends up hitting my face, because that would be a bit awkward. But just essentially excuse the light. You know, the time change messes up my filming schedule. It's really weird. I'm in New York problems. It's almost been 5 years of me designing and releasing my jewelry, which is a blessing. Thank you to all of you, first and foremost, who have placed orders already, because this is insane. I am just like so blessed. And to my clients who have become clients because of this channel, we could get gushy, and I'm not gonna cry on camera yet. I'm not there yet in my YouTube journey. Maybe give me like another year, but I just can't express how much it means to me, how grateful I am for all of you. It kind of blows my mind every single time. So thank you first and foremost, and especially as a thank you. Also, it's fine jewelry. I completely understand. Even the pieces that I'm trying more and more to come out with that are like art objects or larger pieces, or pieces that are more like whatever, the artful side. Not that everything isn't artful, but the actual like sculptural side of what I do. Again, not that everything isn't sculptural, but the more object side of things. I'm trying to come out with more pieces for you guys in brass that are gold plated, or even just solid brass, whatever, that way I can widen the range of prices. But again, it's fine jewelry, so I know that it's just kind of a different beast of itself. And so I'm very aware of my price point that I unfortunately have to do. I try to keep everything as small and as low as I possibly can. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is, even if you just, you know, are commenting and watching my videos and supporting, or follow me on Instagram or anything like that, thank you as well, because you don't have to buy something to support. And so I'm so grateful for that, and I feel that truly. And so, long story very long, as always, my tangents go on forever. I just had to do something to thank you guys. So we're doing 25% off, which is the biggest discount I've ever done, and this only happens once a year. So 25% off with code LSJCYBER, aka Cyber Monday. So it's going through, it started almost a week ago, and it's going through Monday. So Monday, what is that, December 2nd, 11:59 p.m. will be the last minute you can apply that code. And then she's done until next year. However, just so you guys know, in case you guys don't read my description, and I think I have it somewhere on my Instagram, I will always, forever during the year, always apply you can apply a 10% off discount with LSJ YouTube is the code. That's because you guys are so amazing, and so I have to do something year-round to thank you, but 25% off is crazy. So that's there. And let's get into the actual fun part. I knew I was gonna have a spiel, of course, because it's me. I will very quickly show you my 5 piece. I don't know, I can't say that they're my favorite pieces, because every piece is my favorite. So we know it's like picking children, you know, like these are my babies. I make every single piece by hand, which is crazy. And so I just picked the pieces that I think are so fun to gift for yourself, that are maybe like a little bit more event worthy, that could be really fun for the holidays coming up. So starting off with the most eventy piece, I think this is definitely been my this and the piece next to it, but this probably has been my gateway to like, okay, I really do want to make some like actual gigantic statement. It's not costume, I guess, like riding a line between costume jewelry and fine jewelry. So this is my arm cuff. This is the blooming rose, not the budding rose. This is the blooming rose arm cuff, which I don't think I've ever showed up this closely. I am obsessed with this. It is one of my favorite pieces of all time. I have my camera like focusing on my face, so I will show you in all of the little cutaways, but just to show you guys one more time, it is insanity. I love, 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 love wearing this. And I had my dear friend Moon wear this in our photo shoot of eating collection that we just did. And so this is just like such a special piece to me. And the thing with arm cuffs, obviously, that I've talked about, I did an entire video on arm cuffs when I was making this actually. Arm cuffs are one of those things that I literally remember I did a shoot. I can't believe I'm going to insert this here. Insert here. 10 years ago, maybe 9 years ago, but I think like something like that, like 9.5 years ago, with one of my dear friends, Curtis Bryant, at the Met. And literally he brought me some jewelry to style, obviously pre me, you know, designing my own jewelry. Otherwise I would have worn that. And even then, first of all, I was like many, many, many pounds lighter then, almost 10 years ago. And even then, I've just always been a plus-sized woman, no matter what weight I was at. I mean, TMI, but it's really true. And even then, I had a problem. I was like, ooh, arm cuffs, like, I really, really, really want them to work, but it's kind of like scrunching your arm in a weird way. And yada, yada, yada. It was the closest I had ever seen to an arm cuff that could work for a plus-size body or a larger body. But for the last 9 years, I've been thinking how cool it would be to have like a size inclusive arm cuff. And I think this is my solution for now. I can always, you know, like I think there can always be improvements, but having something where the actual cuff itself is more so like one skinny piece is so, so wonderful, because I personally can wear it and it fits like right here. I mean, duh, let me just show us right now. So first of all, I just took my other bracelets off, but I made it so that you can slip your hand through. And then there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You literally fit it just up to wherever it will slide on your arm. And this is her in all her glory. Like, oh my God, I'm so obsessed. Moon, it fit like much higher up on her elbow. My mom, it fits like almost at her elbow. And I imagine many people like will be able to fit it past their elbow. Sorry, that was like extremely redundant. But anyway, I just had to show this to you guys. I love this piece, and one of the chicest things of all time. I've seen so many people say this, and so I'm not original at all. But I think one of the chicest things of all time is wearing an arm cuff over a sleeve moment. Oh my God, I could talk about it forever. Anyways, this is our Blooming Rose arm cuff, my #1 gifting pick for the holidays. And just to go along with that theme, because this is the piece that the pieces that I pick for myself are the ones that I wear every single day and just never take off. But the object that I have worn by far the most of anything I've ever made is my Calla Lily hairpin. And I am obsessed with this. You will find this in my hair 99% of the time. Not now, because I had to show it to you for real instead of it being in my hair, but insert clip of it in my hair. I love this thing to pieces. And again, it's one of those things that I, for years, was really, really, really wanting to make and just had to do like trial and error and figure out the perfect length and the perfect width and the perfect height and the perfect thickness and all these things. And I finally think that I did it. It has worked. I think I've had clients say that it works really well for their hair that's either too thin or too thick or something that they might not have even been sure if it was going to work for them. I think it works for a range of hair styles and textures. And you guys know my hair is naturally curly, and I actually love wearing it in my curly hair. I have not taken a photo, which I should, but I'm usually just like in my house chilling. And so I like need to be better at that, taking photos at random moments during the day. But it works for my hair texture when it is straightened, and when it's my natural curls. So at least I can attest to that. But otherwise, obviously, it's a bit of, you know, it's one of the only risky pieces that, like, yes, you have to have a little length in your hair to be able to use it, but I just think it's so cool. If you've ever tried a hairpin, you could literally just try like a utensil safely or something in your hair, or get a really cheap one and see if a hairpin works for you, and then go for it. But I just really love this piece, and with 25% off, like, just saying. Okay, this next one I had to add in here, but I don't have one. It's sold out at the moment, but I do have the earring version. So I made this little mismatched pair of earrings for the Eden collection. This is, again, a little budding rose and then a little wilted rose, and the wilted rose is actually my pick because I think this is such a fun piece on a necklace. I should make myself one. This is so crazy. I think I gave my mom mine. I should make myself one because I love this piece. There's something about it that, like, yes, it could look like a wilted tulip or a wilted something, but I don't know. I made it a little bit more abstract, I guess, but something about it is just so iconic. In fact, I actually was thinking of wearing this as like a single earring here. That would be really fun. I don't know why I forgot about that idea. Anyways, there's something that really, it goes along almost with my bouquet collection from a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, but it's like a little bit more romantic. Something about it is like, obviously that like darkly romantic thing that I really like. It's a little bit open for interpretation, and I think it's like the unsung hero of the Eden collection, to put it in a really weird way. I just love this little thing to pieces. And then of course I have to add in the classic. These are all new pieces, and the very first piece I ever made is my Akamwise amulet, which is just, you know, that will forever have to be my favorite piece I've ever made, and I'm very grateful for it. But I understand not everybody wants gigantic medallions that I wear every single day. And making my mini Akamwise amulet was probably one of my most favorite pieces. I have to figure out how to hold it. There we go. This is probably one of my favorite pieces I've ever made. And yes, this one is diamonded out. You can get a plain one or get it with half diamonds or full diamonds. But I just love this thing, and I have worn this for years and years. And ooh, I should get a third chain. Why am I just styling myself in this video? Okay. Well, that would be adorable. Maybe I need to get another chain and add this in here because that's kind of a cute little trifecta of all my round medallions. But long story very, very short, hopefully if I can keep my promise, my entire jewelry line started off as being inspired by my Moroccan heritage, of course, but specifically my grandmother. Her name was Tamu. I actually have her little, Tamu is my middle name. I was named after her. And so I have her tattooed on my finger, and my entire jewelry line is kind of an ode to her, and then of course to many other people, many of the women in my life actually specifically. And I was gonna say, I have like so many stories and spiels on my channel about how meaningful it is to me to honor her heritage, because my grandmother had these tattoos on her face that then, like, I don't know, like the modernization of Morocco, I guess, there was a time in which then, you know, it became like unacceptable to have tattoos, and probably the religious aspects of things, you know, implementing themselves into our culture just became like unspoken, and like, oh, she doesn't have them. It's nothing, like, don't worry about it. Don't look at them. And so I think she became more embarrassed of them, and my family certainly became more embarrassed of them. And so when I met her for the first time when I was 20, I was like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. These need to be celebrated. You need to be celebrated. The women in my family should feel more celebrated. Women in my culture should feel more celebrated. I could go on all day. And so that's me taking back my power, I think, as a woman, as well as a Moroccan woman, and hopefully trying to honor the, you know, the matriarchs of my family, but particularly my grandmother, because I sadly wasn't raised with any of my family, my dad and my siblings included. And so that loss that I have, translating that into my jewelry line, is something that I hopefully try to do constantly. And so this is just like purely a celebratory protective medallion, and it does have the little Amazigh flag in the center twice. It has one vertical and one horizontal. So the Akamwise amulet is a very, very, very special piece. And lastly, a more fun one, and one that could be open for interpretation, which is really fun. But the one that I'm wearing, this is my loved Signet ring, which I will show you a photo of because it's not going to capture the actual words. my little signet rings have been, I don't know, I really tried to like go unique for so many years and didn't want to make things, rings and shapes and motifs that were as known. And then I made just a classic antique / vintage signet ring. And I was like, yep, I needed this. I needed this in my life. I love it so much. I wear it pretty much every day. I made it for our Valentine's Day or a little Valentine's Day piece last year. And I just thought it's so fun to have just simply the word loved, which yes, mine is scratched and loved, and that's what happens with, you know, perfectly polished gold. They get really, really loved and worn. Different from the pieces that are already, you know, pre-textured. Those never change ever, but I love that because it shows me this is going to be so redundant. It shows me how much I love it. But the signets have become some of my favorite pieces. And now you can get a signet ring, the same exact signet ring, with any of the 7 Deadly Sins motifs or anything custom because duh, that's one of my favorite things to do. You guys, those are my 5 gifting, either for yourself or for somebody else. I struggled with saying that. Gifting picks for this year. Please use and abuse the 25% off. Okay, there's only 3 more days. 3 more days until next year for this discount. And again, anytime, don't worry, don't feel like you're missing out too much because I think 10% off is still pretty good too. But let me know any questions, email me, DM me, whatever. I can't wait to hear all of your thoughts and I can't wait to see you guys and your pieces. Please DM me photos after you get them because I want to see them and I promise I won't post them. I love you guys so much and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye guys.